Well. It's definitely been a minute. My name is Degen Service, and welcome back to your Degeniverse Recaps. Last you heard from me, we were just coming off of finishing our crate auction sales, totaling over 7,500 Sol in sales, and grabbing the number 2 spot on the exchange art leaderboards for all-time volume. Making a beautiful 1-for-1 sandwich with two of the most popular 1-for-1 collections on Solana. After crate auctions, the team went full egg mode in preparing the hatchening experience. While the team worked hard in the background, a few of our IRL brand outreach experiences were in full swing. At Solana Spaces New York City, people continued to enjoy our merch and presence at Solana Spaces. Degens and non-Degens alike, enjoying our efforts to expand the brand further into the IRL world. We want your friends chugging DAA beer in a DAA beer koozie. We want you to not be able to wipe your butt without experiencing something Degeniverse. Meanwhile, at Solana Spaces Miami, people got to experience their first cup of degenerate coffee, locally roasted by our very own Degen Ape Cafe. Just another example of how we are going to be every drink you drink, every food you eat, and every little thing you consume. As Nicky Scans so eloquently points out in his Twitter post, my bias likely borders on delusion, but what other brands are able to so seamlessly adapt art, logo, characters to any product? TV, gaming, drinks, coffee, toys, merch. Possibilities are endless. Our brand even reached The Daily Show for a mind-blowing 2 seconds in a totally positive segment about NFTs. Yep, 100% positive. So glad you love the collection, Trevor. It means a lot. And now, eggs. After the official character reveal, everyone was excited for the new collection of degenerate drop bears, many stating that this is Mono's best work yet. Also, what other project has the ability to do a character reveal of a fully animated 3D character? Shit was hype, straight up. The Degeniverse was buzzing with excitement, and they totally caught on to the feel of the collection from the beginning, with this Degen stating, "The latest Degen Ape Academy drop bear reveals make me hanker after my first true love. Console died, but kept the cartridges." Perfectly encompassing, in quite a poetic way, our goals as a brand, drawing a parallel from console to platforms and cartridges to our brand. We strive to be the brand that you just can't forget. Timeless nostalgia. A beautiful connection to what is happening in the NFT Solana space. As Mono states, all this royalties hullabaloo just gets me more excited by the idea of expanding this thing further into IRL. CEO and I are in the kitchen. Hell yeah, Mono. That's exactly right. No matter what happens, our brand will live on. We will make sure of it. Okay, back to eggs before a riot starts. Mono was very humbled by the response to the drop bear reveal, posting another reveal right away for our Degens. We then continued to post drop bear reveals day after day, some days revealing a whole new category of skins not seen yet in NFTs. Mono doing it again, creating new epic skins for this collection. After a few days of this, we began the hatchening experience. Mono got us started by kicking off the hype for the hatchening with a simple question. Many people here owned a Tamagotchi? Now, Mono doesn't just post willy-nilly, he wanted the hatch experience to be nostalgic, something everyone could relate to and connect with. Immediately, we knew we were headed down the right path, as the response from the community could be summed up by a post from our resident meme king, Erwin. Gib Tom Ape Gotchi. Hatchening date coming soon. Until then, feel free to go give your eggs a shake. And shake them they did. Next up was feeding time. Every egg needed to be fed to make sure they were nice and ready to hatch. As much fun as the feeding animation was, it was apparent that the community was ready to just hatch these little bastards. And just like that, it was time. Finally, after months of waiting, egg day. And everyone knew it too. Even Solana Jesus. The eggs began hatching and Mono tweeted out, tried to make the hatching process as addictive as possible, down to the Pokemon card homage. If you're holding out, you are now the one with blue balls. Meme King Erwin had plenty to say about this, giving Mono his full support. Hatch Day was spent in Discord, taking turns as countless community members all shared their hatching experience with everyone live. I personally had food ordered in and sat at my desk watching everyone's eggs hatch all day. It truly reminded me of why we do what we do. And many agreed, with Knox Trades stating in a tweet, "Just want to say thanks to Degenape Academy. It's been a long time since I've seen anyone happy about crypto and NFTs on the timeline. Finally seeing people happy for a change is really nice." All these Degens, so excited and revitalized with a nostalgic joy they had long forgotten. This left Mono feeling like motherfucking Santa Claus. If I could share everyone's Drop Bear posts, I would, but it would make this way too long. As these eggs continued to hatch, everyone began to notice something. All of these look amazing. Of course, the rares look out of this world, but even the most common Drop Bears are a thing of beauty. Mono had a mantra while making these: clean and clout. In this tweet, Mono states, "We've really left nothing on the table with this collection. My goal from the beginning was to have every one of them be desirable, and so we've curated the fuck out of it, down to specific color rules for certain clothing or fur or background combos, and we did it for you." Now what's next? Many have been thirsting for the continuation of the lore of the degenerate Drop Bears. It's a collection that has many themes, but all of them fantastical. A collection so thematically connected, every Drop Bear yearns to tell a story. But what's the story of the Drop Bears going to be? Seems like they just dropped out of nowhere. And they did. Now let's do a recap of the comics and take a closer look. As we can see here, Tosi is standing guard of the eggs in the bathroom when he hears a vague magical noise coming from the storage room. He ignores the stay out sign and discovers the egg crates. This was our way of introducing the egg crates to the Degeniverse, and our first step in telling the true story of the Drop Bears. So at this point, we're wondering, how the hell did all these egg crates get into the storage room? Did someone put them there? But funny enough, no one questions how the eggs got into the bathroom stalls, because everyone still thinks that somehow it makes sense for apes to hatch eggs. What does this mean? Well, let's take a closer look at the next comic. 6 months earlier, we see 2 trash pandas talking about the myth of the Dingus Dwellers, mysterious creatures that may or may not exist in the deepest parts of the Dingus Forest. So what do? They get lit and go into the forest in search of finding these creatures in hopes of getting rich. In the third comic, here we can see our trashy little friends almost give up their search for the Dingus Dwellers when they look up and see eggs. Eggs? The Dingus Dwellers are eggs? They quickly snatch up as many eggs as they can, overwhelmed with the prospect of soon becoming rich when, boom, they run into a degenerate ape who asks them what the eggs are. They try to tell him it's just some dumb eggs, nothing to see here. But the ape knows that these are probably not safe in the hands of the pandas, so he declares them property of the academy and states the apes have just spent a week in the bathroom and no one is going in to clean that mess up. Go put the eggs in the stalls, they should be safe in there. Wait. That means that the apes spent a week in the bathroom, left the bathroom in a daze. The pandas came in and dropped off all the eggs they found in the forest into the bathroom stalls, and the apes, in their smooth-brained nature, came back to the stall eventually and assumed that they had hatched eggs. Did you manage to catch that one? If you did, kudos to you, sirs. But now, what's in the last panel? Looks like the pandas kept some kind of crystal for themselves. Some community members immediately connected this to the egg crate eggs as they have the same glow. But what is the story of this crystal? And wait a minute, why do some of the Drop Bears have accents of what seems to be a refined version of this crystal made into jewelry on their body traits? These are all story points that are coming soon. The story will continue. So far, 1,179 out of the 2,500 eggs have been hatched. Who knows what's left in the collection? And who knows exactly how those eggs came to be in the Dingus Forest? How did the egg crates appear in the Academy storage room? And what the hell is this magical crystal? Stay tuned, lore is coming.